Hey, it's you and me.
Let's go!
After being torn down by Yokopo, the garden reverted to a state of ruined desolation. A shame, after all the work that went into restoring it to the beauty it had under the flaxen-haired family. And as Yokopo had said, in its place went scraps of metal, train wheels, prototype models, carbon rods. These items may have had value for him, but I certainly do not think it was worth robbing his wife of a place that made her feel comfortable, just so he could store them there. Besides, I was rather fond of the rose garden myself. The roses seemed to invoke a sense of nostalgia in me. I felt as though, somewhere far beyond the edge of my memories, I had seen another garden of roses, modest though it may have been. But I cannot remember when it was. Does that come as a surprise to you? I am quite sure there are periods of the mansion's history which I am not aware of. But in any case, Yokopo had caused many people great pain in order to repurpose that garden for himself. And he continued to walk all over his wife. Whenever she tried to do something kind for him, he would brush her off saying, "That's not your place." He paid no mind whatsoever to the looks of dejection that rose to her face each time he rejected her. I was beginning to wonder if anything she had said about the man he had been a year earlier was actually true. And if it was true, could a person really go through such a drastic change of heart in such a short time?
Well, he could have pretended to act like a nice guy at the beginning and then been a punk.
I mean, he was always kind of tricky.
Mm.
What do you think, Master? No. I have spoken enough about me already. I seem to be talking a lot about myself this time. But this is hardly appropriate behavior for a maid. Now, let us return to our tale.
I don't wanna though. It's heartbreaking.
That evening, the white-haired girl sat in her room, staring sorrowfully at her Fennicus wheel. A small mirror before her, she tried spinning the paper disc. But it was just not the same as before. Her husband was not there at her side, and even more critically, there was not a smile on her face. And then, she heard a faint knock on the door.
Who is it? It's me, madam. It's me. May I come in? Oh, Maria. Of course, come in. What are you doing here at this time of night? Was just wondering how you were doing. Should I have left you alone? Oh, it's no trouble at all. I'm always glad to have you. You're making me blush, madame. I got the feeling you were a little down in the dumps. So I'm not here because I need to be. I just kinda ended up here, I guess. Maria. Sorry, I'm not making any sense. I can be a bit of a busybody, you know, trouble with boundaries, I guess. Never been able to fix that. No, I don't consider you intrusive at all. I cannot count how many times your bright smile and cheerful energy has shone a light on me when things were dark. If I didn't have you, I would have given up already. You seem to see right through me. Even now, you are exactly right. I am feeling a little dispirited. That garden was an even bigger life raft?
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying, girl?
I guess it was. Life raft. Save me.
That garden was an even bigger life raft than I thought. Perhaps I am being overly dramatic, but the roses were almost like children to me. I get it. I do. You put your heart and soul into tending that garden. It was obvious how much you loved them. Of course it's gonna hurt watching a bunch of men stomp all over your flowers when you cared for them like your own children. Now I know I said this once already, but you don't need to force yourself to put up with him, really. You don't have to bend to his will just because you are a woman. You can survive without him. Anytime you want to walk away, that's your choice. I mean, I'd sure be lonely if you left, madame. But your happiness is more important than any of that. I hope she's not like trying to push her away so she could get with Yokopo for ulterior motives.
Oh, she's spunky. A little too spunky.
Yeah. So, you know, thank you, Maria. I truly do appreciate it. But I would still like to wait for the day I can see his warm smile once more. If you say so. Well, in that case, guess I'll just have to be there to back you up. It'll be alright. You leave everything to this holy virgin.
Maybe she's not really a virgin.
Oh no. I'll have a stupid grin on my face no matter how down you're feeling. I don't know if that's a nice thing. But you really are the reincarnation of Mother God, aren't you? Oh, you! I told ya, it's just a joke. Whatever. So, hey, madame, how about a dance? A dance? At this time of night? Yep. And since it's so late, no loud music. All you get is a little whistling courtesy of me. But this room is too small for her. We'll use the Great Hall. Wouldn't that put us in everyone else's way? He would probably complain about the noise too. No need to worry. Yokopo's out inspecting some factory or something today. After that, he's got a meeting, so he'll be staying the night elsewhere. The rest of the maids are in their rooms chatting away. No one will notice. Where I come from, we dance all the time. We take eat, drink, and be merry to heart. No food or drink for us, but we absolutely can dance. Dancing's a great way to forget all your cares. I am not much of a dancer. No big deal, nobody's watching. Come on, put on that fancy perfume and let's have some fun. I don't have any perfume though. Didn't think so. You've got all the right ingredients, madame, but you don't try to make anything special out of them. You've got so much potential and not even a decent-sized wardrobe. At the very least, you should wear some perfume.
Okay, when she brought up a wardrobe, I thought she was gonna yank out the yellow dress she wore in the first store, and I would have cried.
Which is why, ta-da! I brought some with me. The maids are in love with this stuff. It's a big hit with women all over the country. The base is vanilla, and it's got several other fragrances mixed in. Give it a try. It smells divine. But Maria, Come on, what's the harm? Just a little splash on your wrist like so. What do you think? Ah, you were right. It smells wonderful. Doesn't it? So you like it? Yes, very much so. Excellent. Now off we go to the Great Hall. Are we really going to dance? You bet your butt we are. It's not healthy to hole up in your room all day. It's not healthy to hole up in your room all day. What the frick? These words are really getting me. Maria, your language really confuses my brain. It's not healthy to hole up in your room all day. I know you can't handle a lot of sunlight, but you still gotta have some fun and move your body.
Move your body.
Come on, let's go. Oh, Maria.
Though she looked outwardly uncertain as Maria led her forward, hand around her wrist, the white-haired girl seemed to be enjoying herself on the inside. Having spent her whole life without a single friend, she never dreamed the day would come when she would find herself being dragged through the empty halls of a dark mansion by another woman. Maria's presence seemed to shine a light upon the quiet corridor. It would have been a very lonely trek without her. Maria spun around, gave an impish smirk, and raised her pointer finger to her lips with a soft shh. The sight of it caused the white-haired girl to chuckle quietly. The two of them on their way to their secret private ball were like two adolescent girls. In short order, they arrived at the Great Hall.
My heart was pounding all the way here. What's there to be nervous about? It's not like you're breaking any rules. Only kids get in trouble for staying up late. Once you've grown up, you're responsible for yourself. I will say, though, that it seems rather odd for two women to dance together. No? If you're having a good time, what does it matter what's between your legs?
Yeah, I mean, she's got a point, so...
Where I come from, there are dances for families where families? Oh, where? Where I come from, there are dances where families lock their arms in a big ring and go round in circles. So who says two girls can't have some fun together? I imagine you had many good moments with your family. Well, I don't have a family anymore.
Well, Maria.
What? Alright, so I'll show you how it's done.
Okay.
Watch carefully, 'cause you're up next. Okay.
With a wide grin on her face, Maria began whistling softly and prancing across the floor with an energetic rhythm. It was not the kind of complicated dance you'd see at fancy parties. The motions were simple, flowing, unembellished. A folk dance, I suppose you may call it. She seemed to be improvising a little bit as well. But in any event, the white-haired girl was captivated. Despite it being a sequence of steps anyone could replicate, Maria breathed life into the dance. She was neither as lithe as an acrobat, nor as light on her feet as a professional dancer. She was her own lively, beautiful self. Maria twirled in place, the skirt of her maid uniform billowing gently up around her. With a smile, she extended her hand toward the white-haired girl. She hesitated for a moment, but as if being pulled forward by some invisible force, she took Maria's hand. Hand in hand, Maria ushered the white-haired girl into her dance. It was just the two of them. You could almost see the crowd forming around them. The other people stepping up to join in.
That's it, madame. You're doing great. Now lift your leg up. Good, and spin like so. This is not very easy, Maria. I'm having trouble following along. You can do it. Looking good so far. You're a natural, madame. Oh, Maria. I won't fall for your flattery. I mean it.
The whispers of the two girls. Their muffled laughs. Step, hop, step, step. The rustling of fabric. Many different soft sounds layered atop one another, creating a little bubble of happiness in the center of the hall. The white-haired girl's movements were a great deal clumsier than Maria's, but Maria would never disparage her for that. On the contrary, she showered her with praise. As flustered as the white-haired girl appeared, I imagine she was quite pleased. Before long, the tightness in her face muscles loosened, a smile spread across her lips, and she began to brighten up.
See, would I tell you? Fun, huh? Yes, I'm quite surprised. Both that I can dance, and I enjoy doing it so much. Glad to hear it.
They exchanged looks and both laughed. That might have been the first time I had ever seen the white-haired girl so delighted. However, because of her infirmity, she quickly found herself out of breath, her porcelain skin flushed red. Maria immediately stopped for a break. She could surely have continued dancing for some time yet, but Maria was conscientious of the white-haired girl's physical condition. She looked over at Maria regretfully.
My apologies. If only I had more stamina. I am hardly a suitable partner for you, Maria. Sure you are. This is all to cheer you up, madame. So, as long as you're having fun, nothing else matters. And heck, I'm enjoying myself plenty too. What do you think? Wouldn't it be nice to do this again sometime? Whenever you're feeling down, let's dance. If you really do enjoy dancing with a frail girl like me, then I would be glad to. Have a little more confidence in yourself, madame. You're so pretty and kind-hearted. I have loads of fun when I'm with you. So you don't need to be so hard on yourself, got it? Thank you. The pleasure is mine. 'Tis an absolute honor to have the rare opportunity to see such a bright smile on your face, madame. My apologies for keeping you up so late. I should get back to my room. Oh, I didn't even realize what time it was. I'm more than up for a little more gum flapping. You have improved my mood more than adequately. I wouldn't want you to be tired for work tomorrow. Okay. Well then, let's get out of here. Yes, let's.
Maria, you're a good girl.
For now.
For now. Don't be doing any tricky
I'm
business.
scared Jacopo's gonna get mad right now.
Jacopo always gets mad.
He's gonna come home and he's gonna be like, "What were you doing? How dare you leave your room, my wife? Stay there and just be a statue?"
Smiles on both their faces, they made to exit the great hall. However, before they reached the door, it swung open. Of course.
I knew it. No, we can't have a happy moment ever.
I thought for once we were going to have this one happy note.
Just a second.
Whatever. A man's towering shadow cast the two women into darkness, his cold, bitter glare fixed on them. If I had even the faintest premonition this might happen, I would have done anything in my power to stop the two cheery girls on their way to the hall. But I am eternally powerless. What are you doing? Standing before them in the doorway was the master of the house, Jacopo.
I thought you would not be back until tomorrow.
And how would you know that? No, forget that. Does my staying the night elsewhere have an effect on you? You were just waiting for this opportunity, weren't you?
No. What would I possibly want? I'm so disturbed by this moment I can't even say it. Okay. What would I possibly want you out of the house for?
I'm sure you know better than anyone.
What?
What does that smell? Perfume? When did you get perfume? And I have to say, you seem to be having quite the time. Look at you. You're out of breath, red as a beet. I made the right decision coming back. Where were you going?
No, I wasn't going. Jacopo, calm down, seriously.
You shut it. Now you're taking the tramp side? I have told you before you are not to leave this house without first consulting me. Or do you mean to tell me you've forgotten? Your ears aren't just for show, alright? They're better than that. They'll even throw out the parts you don't want to hear.
No, I swear, I was not doing anything you...
Silence! I have no interest in your excuses. You're always watching from the shadows, observing, trying not to step on anyone's toes. And in the back of your mind, you're mocking me.
Oh,
Jeez,
is that what bugs you?
Insecure as heck.
Oh my gosh. No,
Listen up and listen good. You just try stepping out of line again. You just try disgracing me again. You will not get away with it. For the love of... Get back to your room now. You too, Maria.
Alright.
What is this sickening sweet smell? How utterly infuriating. It'll take forever to get this off me.
They didn't touch you, did they? What the what?
I always thought you had at least some sense of taste. Honestly, that wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. But he still ruined the moment.
Yeah.
Why did he have to disparage her so? What did she do wrong? What did she do to deserve that? She did nothing whatsoever wrong. She deserved none of the ridicule he showered her with. However, she was not a strong-willed woman. She did not have the courage to retort to the man yelling at her. And neither did Maria, it seemed.
That really sucks because it seems like he's just overthinking, and if she just came out with it...
I don't like people who don't speak their mind, as
yeah,
he
says. He needs her to talk more.
But even that, he's not gonna believe her. He's gonna be like...
I don't know, man.
Without another word, they both scrambled out of the great hall, away from Yukopo. The white-haired girl was a painfully miserable sight to behold. The cheer had drained from her spirit, and the rosy hue from her now pale cheeks. She was hunched forward slightly, looking like a small, scared animal.
Say, I'm sorry. This is all my fault. If I hadn't asked you to dance, and me bringing the perfume only made things worse. No, you need not feel bad about anything, Maria. Everything you did was with my best interests at heart. So, don't worry. I will be fine. So, Madame, I'll clear everything up. I really am to blame after all. He wouldn't even give you the time of day if you tried. He's a stubborn little boy when he's mad. I'll talk to him. He's more likely to listen to me.
Yikes.
I'll make sure he knows he was jumping to conclusions, that I'm the one who dragged you out there to dance, and that I forced you to wear the perfume. I'll clear everything up, okay? So please, you cheer up. It would be best if I could tell him myself. But yes, you are right. He would likely not listen to me. He rarely ever listens to me. I should be ashamed. I cannot even hold a simple conversation with my own husband. These things happen, you know? It's not easy being married, in a lot of ways. Yes, you're right. I apologize for having you do something so unpleasant, but I would appreciate that. Oh, no problem. I'm happy to. No need to apologize. I've got this. I'll dunk his head in cold water until he's not blowing steam from his ears anymore. I'll cool him down, promise. And you never know. Maybe he'll be open to listening. You could be back to the way you were a year ago in no time. Don't you worry, I'll take care of it, madame. Be positive. You look so much better with a smile on your face. All right. Thank you.
I doubted Yukopo would listen, even coming from Maria. And I imagine the white-haired girl felt much the same way. However, she grabbed onto that sliver of hope. She let herself dream. She let herself believe, even just faintly, that everything would go well.
After editing, I have a really bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Maria's playing everyone.
I wouldn't put it past her.
And because she seems all friendly and friendly to the white silver-haired girl, and then she seems all friendly to Yokopo, and I'm just like, I feel like she's just playing everyone, and I don't. If she is, Maria.
I mean, knowing how things kind of roll with this story, I can only hope. Such is human nature. When uncertainty has you in its clutches, you grasp at whatever you hope you can to keep yourself afloat. That night, she did not sleep. She was afraid that even in her dreams, Yokopo would be shouting at her.
Oh no, just sleep.
She felt as though her memories of a year prior were beginning to crumble away.